Hey YouTube, this is Scorpion Tank 42 and I'm here to ask you guys, well I'll tell you, should you buy the new PSP Go? I have the PSP 2000, I do not have a PSP Go, but I'm going to tell you some things that really should help you guys decide if you want to get a PSP Go or a PSP 3000. So to start off, they both have the capability of the PlayStation Store. As the PSP Go came out, they added much more games and movies to the PlayStation Store where you can download things. But the PSP Go comes with an internal 16GB hard drive, while the PSP does not, the PSP 3000 and 2000. But you can buy a memory card, 16GB memory card, which will serve the same purpose. And I found a few on eBay for $30-40, which is pretty cheap for a 16GB one. And so, let's say you could have same memory on both, internal memory. Also, the PSP Go, as you probably know, doesn't use UMDs, while the PSP 3000 does. And that's a pretty big thing because let's say you have a whole collection of PSP games. You have to scrap those. There's no way to convert them over. You have to basically, let's say you have a game that you love, you have to rebuy it and repurchase it. Also, as you would think, UMDs you can get them cheaper. From like eBay or different things, but if you want to get something from the PlayStation Store and download it, which you have to do on the PSP Go, you're always going to end up paying full price, which I don't really like because you can get, let's say, a game on eBay that's used, that's for $15, but at the PlayStation Store will be like $25. But, so that's a pretty big thing. And also, it's good to have like the option on the PSP 3000 to be and 2000 to be able to download or use UMD. So with this, you can have obviously you can have your UMDs, purchase UMDs if you like for cheaper. But you could also, let's say you don't feel like you're lazy, you could purchase them through the download option. But so let's talk about the physical design. This PSP, both of them have the same resolution, but the PSP 2000 and 3000 have what was it? Oh yeah, they have larger screens than the PSP Go. While the PSP Go has a slightly smaller screen, I've been told that it doesn't seem to be a big noticeable difference. But also on the PSP Go, since everything's crammed, it seems that a lot of people are complaining about it just being too cramped and it feels too small in the hand. Also, the analog stick has been made a lot smaller, so that's been a problem, but these things you could get used to. Also, there's many different accessories that you can use with a PSP 3000 with the MIDI USB port, which has been scrapped in the new PSP Go. This is a pretty big deal to a lot of people because there's cameras, different accessories that you can hook up for the USB port, which you now cannot, which is a big letdown. Also, it seems that the memory card has been changed in the PSP Go. It's I think a micro, while this is I'm sorry, I'm not good with names, but it's a different memory card in the new one. So let's say you have like a 16GB memory card, you have to scrap that too. So it's basically like Sony's trying to make you buy all these new products, basically, because all your accessories basically are useless now with the PSP Go. But the PSP Go is smaller and lighter and more portable. So if you really want portability, the PSP Go is portable, but so is the PSP 3000 and 2000 models. They're almost the same weight. The PSP Go is a little lighter, but I haven't been told it's that big. It's not that big of a notable difference, like weight-wise, but in the hand it feels much smaller. But so now the final category, the most important, is price. You would think the PSP Go would be cheaper or not that big a difference from the PSP 3000, considering that it's smaller and everything. But the PSP Go is $250. $250 for the PSP Go, which is almost as much as the PlayStation 3, which is a full system with like one of the best systems out there, but almost the same price as a PSP Go. While the PSP 3000 is $170. A very big difference. while the PSP Go, you can't use any of your UMDs. You have to buy all those games. They'll all be more expensive because you can't get them from other sources. So, just in my mind, if you're controversy, get a PSP 3000 or 2000. You'll like it. It's much better. If you can find a PSP 2000, I heard they're kind of rare now. But I got this when they didn't have the 3000. But there's nothing that the PSP Go has on the PSP 3000. Like, there's nothing really that has that the PSP 3000 doesn't have. But the PSP 3000 is not as portable, and because it also has the big bulky not bulky, but it has the UMD drive, which when they get rid of that, it makes it lighter and smaller. But it's not a noticeable difference. So I definitely recommend the PSP 3000 over the 2000, not only for newcomers, but also for people that own, well, not only for people that own a PSP already, because you have to scrap all your UMDs, but also for people that are just not sure what to get. I definitely recommend the PSP 3000.